5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
At level 1 to catch people out again, that's one of the few things that it does have in terms of utility, as they lock in their last champion here on the side of Snake. But the Camille, I still think would have been fine into Singe. They just made an executive decision.
Getting involved and just actually keeping SOFM out of his lane.
Whoa, that's dangerous,
from Ben Ford, especially as he's cutting into the bus. He's isolated away from that one. Amazing J with the Q, and he's just straight up dead. First blood over to SOFM. Amazing J trying to get max stacks there on SOFM, but he's only on 4, and now he's unfortunately away from the team. Flandre unable to finish him off. Yeah, SOFM has now become a kill jungler because Ben Ford just suicided into him. Road uses the hook shot, lands onto FM. He's taking damage from the blue buff as well. Lands the tactical sweep, auto attack for the kill. Kill return. Mo's going to find him. Level 2 versus level 2. But it's a portal combat. It's the LPL Rusty.
This is just
bump. SOFM waiting in the bush. That will be isolated damage onto Road. Got a follow from Victor as well. There is no flash, and the red buff may go back to SOFM. No, it's over to Tank. This one's mine. He'll get that health regen. And that'll be a kill back over them. So that's a 1-1-0 Road. This is a bit of a scary gank considering the health on Flandre.
Yeah,
Amazing J finds them on the outer ring of his Q, which he does. Will help him for a little bit, but he is still isolated. Flash comes out, there's the leap and the follow-up. Taste their fear. And the passive unseen threat for the kill for SOFM.
Yeah, at first thought you'd expect it by not max. We highlighted that jungle, and it is actually starting to come to fruition as a teleport now bottom.
Teleporting right behind Jin Jiao. He was also locked up with the Chain of Corruption, and that will just be an easy kill on the bottom lane. Maybe he was able to get one in return onto Mint.
He didn't even turn on his poison. There we go. Right, mobility boost. So if he's there in advance, it'll be fine. But if he gets picked out first.
Oh, that damage from SOFM. He's got the reset damage on Q. Flash over the wall. Taste their fear. And that was just finding him in the jungle with a little bit of correction. We'll lock up Road, but there's no tower for protection anymore. Mo going to a great health. Tactical sweep comes out. Ben forward, the defensive ultimate SOFM. This looks like a triple if I've ever seen one, especially with Tank coming in from the left-hand side. That teleport is going to take too long to come into fruition. 2 fast kills to Snake, and Road has to limp away. Top lane, Flandre is going to bleed out. And that will be a kill in the top lane returned, but with the 2 in the bottom lane, that tower is dead to rights, and Athena come back here into the mid lane. Lots of damage onto Jin Jiao, so pretty much all across the board. Oh, this could go pretty wrong. And there's 2 players. There's another one in that Abyssal Voyage, and of all players, it was SOFM. Road will back away.
Items. A little bit more, but they're playing this super slow. They are just laning and looking mid.
But it might work out for them. Abyssal Voyage used off the back of SOFM's damage onto Athena. There's a disco ball coming down onto Ben 4. Oh, the shock damage as well. Instantly destroy him as he's just trying to walk away. Road body blocking for Athena. See if he can pick up a kill in return, but he is in the middle of no man's land. That's no longer their jungle. The tactical sweep, so doesn't get the slowdown. Ben 4 going to jump in once again. Not sure if he necessarily wanted that kick to follow after. We'll use the defensive one there. Amazing J caught out. He's on the front lines. Big heal coming out, but he's knocked into his team. He'll instantly flash back to his tower. Athena now coming in there, but Disco Ball is still putting down damage onto that top lane.
Good damage.
Being followed after. Look at Flandre. He's going so quickly. Road following him after, and he's just running away. He's just doing cinch things, allowing SOFM to assassinate Camille. Jin Jiao walking away, Ben 4, not sure why this is happening, but Tank taken out, Athena coming up big, but now SOFM comes in to wipe up the floor. SOFM, he's taking everything. He takes away Crump, Mo, not sure why he Abyssal Voyage. Oh, taken out by Ben 4, the flash, the tongue lash. What is this team fight? Amazing J, it's Darius time. There's one zone, make it 2. He's chasing after Min, he's bleeding out, but he's trying to follow after, get this movement speed. The Zarot might actually kill him there. There's the ultimate. It's Darius time. Amazing J. Yeah. No, I think he was in range of Ben 4 to flash. Oh, Ben 4, he has been caught out though, slowed down by SOFM. He will flash away. Flandre, he's going in. He's flinging someone. It's going to be Athena. Oh, right into the Mega Adhesive for the kill for Snake. And that's an instant kill onto the ADC. Amazing J going to have to pull something massive. And he's going to be flung into the enemy team. In usual circumstances, this is what he wants. But we'll have to see how long he can stay alive. There's the first dunk. But unfortunately, he's too low to get anything else. That was almost the start of the Darius train.
Yeah, if that Q actually went off and he got the healing, it could have been the beginning of the end for Snake. But it's not enough, as IMA with 2 remaining members still may look to contest this, and in fact I think they will be able to stop it. SOFM being very smart right now and reserving his health bar so that he's there for the smite war, and not wasting it to the Baron that whittles down your health. But Ben4's here,
Alright, Ben4.
and they're taking the smite off, which is dangerous.
This is your time to shine. Lands the Q. Shotgun approach, and it's just like something's hitting. I'm gonna try and dodge, and it's just like they just run at each other, like arms waving in the air, and then someone's gonna win and someone's gonna lose. That's the LPL way. That's how we fight it out. Mid jumping in, chain of corruption. He's dueling off against Athena, but he wasn't necessarily winning. Hextech ultimating keeps him in place. Flandre, he's running in, he's going somewhere, but it's SOFM wiping the floor of the entire team. Amazing J was thrown into the enemy lineup, but I mean Jin Zhao and Athena were not healthy enough to the Lee ult as the kick away there to not get flung into the enemy team. Amazing J, even on the one to yeah, this could be very bad. The first kill goes on to Mo. Can Amazing J get rolling? He's got the Noxian Might down. He rolls everyone into him. He's got the healing as well. He's looking for Darius to go off here. That's the second kill and the third as well. SOFM managing to finish off the enemy mid laner, but Amazing J is still alive with that Guardian Angel. Didn't get the heal, trying to drop him down. SOFM does hit, but Jin Zhao still in the back lines. Road zoning away the top laner, and that was a 4-for-1 favorite.
In that fight, they should have looked towards the objectives. Called them patient, called them smart, and they throw it all away in one moment.
I think the biggest thing in that fight, Rusty, is I hope that we see it again, was Flandre. He didn't pull a rabbit out of his hat, he pulled a Darius, and he threw it into the rest of his team. And Darius was like, decimate. And then just
to be there early, which is why that teleport's forced now, but they're going for the Elder.
Disrupt, but Snake's onto it. They take away the Elder Dragon, and now Flandre's running in. This could be a good fight, or maybe the other way around, because Amazing Jake finds him. That'll be the save for Mo. That is a better one that we've been seeing so far. BenQ did land the Q, and now he's backing away. Tank hits him with the Disco Ball, and it's Flandre who's got off to the side. He's eaten up by Mo, but SOFM, he's still skirting around the outsides of the fight. 2 kills are down so far, favor of Snake. That'll be the end.
Might get used.
Just by Flandre being there, you actually saw the positioning of Aime. They had to back away, and that meant they lost a lot of ground. And look how fast the Baron died. That was maybe less than 5 seconds. But that means Flandre can go back to his natural habitat of bot lane, and SOFM almost caught out here. He is completely caught. Hextech ultimatum! What a play from Road! Finding the enemy jungler, keeping him down. Running around in circles.
He's slowing them all down with his allies.
He is, and that poison trail will add up in damage.
It's actually a pretty big deal.
I mean, this is the problem that they have to deal with, and they have turned onto Flandre. They will eliminate him immediately. Amazing Jake did not get anyone with that apprehend, so for now they'll back off. But that was
the things that just happened.
Like, I'll be honest, Rusty, I don't think I've seen League of Legends like this at all, ever. I don't think I've ever casted a game like this, where you have a Singed TPing in behind them and doing like, I don't know if you've watched the Flash, but when he's just like running around the target. There's the flank onto Road, the rest of the team will come in beside him to try and protect him. SOFM zoned away, Hextech ultimating, keeping him in place. Ben4 dropping low, but he's got the Guardian Angel. Safeguard, will keep him alive. Amazing J's into the enemy team, but the rest of the team is not there to support him just yet. He'll go down to the Guardian Angel, and he is such a crux of this composition that the team needs to defend him. Big heal out from the Decimate, but not enough stacks.
Recalls, this could be really bad for Aime.
The close in around this Mo will eat up that one target. Athena being chased down. Flandre, he's pretty fast. He needs this fling to happen. Flash away, but he's slowed down. Lots of damage in return, but Road is going to be flung into the enemy team. That will mean he'll take the trip out with his Flash. Jinjiao and Ben4 going on an adventure apparently by themselves. It's now turned into a 2v2 with the traps coming down. SOFM and Tank, I would definitely put the onus on them to win this 2v2. Mo and Min also in their own 2v2 in the river. Jinjiao, they're going for the 100-meter sprint. Mo and Mint will turn onto Road. Lots of damage coming through with a laser for the finish off. Mint trying to in for the kill.
They are going bottom, like I said. What? They have to defend bottom now instead of Baron?
They ran from the blue buff, and now they're in bottom lane. And Flandre is just running around them. He's going to try and cut them off with his poison. And he's actually doing it fairly effectively as SOFM is waiting in the wings. He even taunted them. What an evil man. Flandre tossing Jinjiao into the rest of his allies, and here comes the collapse. Ben4 dropping down, and Amazing J's behind him.
Like,
comes back up. See you later, nerd. 3-0. Snake with this pick-off. Flandre running after Athena, has to burn the package.
20 seconds on Jinjiao. They are looking for
wave. Blocking out the chain of corruption. Good apprehend. Lands the Q. He needs the sack to come up here. Hextech ultimatum onto SOFM. Amazing Jay, he needs to get these resets rolling because one of his allies has just dropped down. There's the second one. Lots of low health targets on Snake. Jin Zhao's got less than 10 seconds remaining. First tower has dropped.
Jin Zhao's alive.
Look at the Earth Dragon. Look how much damage it's dealing for them. Amazing J into the team, flung back towards his Nexus. And it's SOFM using all of that damage to finish it off. And after that 50-minute game, SOFM finish off for Snake. Snake take it 1-0 over IMA.
I have no idea what just happened. I honestly have no idea what just happened. That was really confusing. There was a lot of messy decisions out of both of the teams, but in the end...
Thank you guys for watching. If you disliked this video, hit that button. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe.